Hello and good day, my friends. This is Isaiah, and you are here. Beautiful morning. Just an overall pretty wonderful day. Things are moving. It's much progress. Subject I want to talk about today is we are ending 2019 and we are about to head into 2020. This year is almost over with, and I know for many of you, it's been a year of ups and downs, roller coaster, or maybe some of you it's had just a kind of a perfect year and everything's gone favorably for you. But I know that for the majority of people that I know personally, it's kind of been a off-kilt year. I think there's a lot of reasons for that. I think there's been a lot of energetic dynamics taking place on the planet this year and within the realm of the collective consciousness. Haven't really discussed the collective consciousness on here. I will be doing a video about that in the near future. But the collective consciousness is the mind state of all of humanity. When you think of humanity as a whole, as a group, 6 billion people, we all have our minds and our thoughts, right? And we're all giving off this continuous outburst of energy, mental energy that actually permeates from the body. And I've discussed this in previous videos. Go back to the human antenna video, one of my earlier videos, and you'll get a better explanation for that if you haven't seen that already. But basically, you are like an antenna, but you're also a broadcasting station. You send out energy, and you can also receive energy that has effects on your mental state and your body's own physiology. When you think of all 6 billion people as a whole, collectively, that's 6 billion antennas and antenna and broadcasting stations sending out information and thoughts that affect and influence the world around us. I mean, you can see it in social trends, in societies and government bodies, that sorts of thing. But so when I say the collective consciousness in 2019 has, I think we're going up. I feel like energetically we are progressing. People are they're waking up from the dream state of society. They're waking up from something that they're not. I can't 100% identify what that is, because everything in life is, it's based on perspective. What you may be experiencing and perceiving, I'm sure, is totally different from what I've seen or experienced. I'm sure that there's going to be similarities in our stories and our experiences, but ultimately, everybody's perception is different. I think sometimes we cling too tight to the idea that someone else is having the exact same experience as you. Well, that's absolutely impossible. And we don't take into consideration the subtle differences between the lives of each of us. We're all connected as one energy and one mind, one body, but, well, not one body, but you know what I mean, one energy body. But your experiences are not going to be the same as mine and vice versa. Our souls are here for a reason and for a purpose. We're here to gain insight into certain experiences. We're here to gain knowledge from our own unique experiences we need to have on our life's journey. And we can't do that if we're all sharing the same path. But I believe that collectively as a whole, everyone's starting to become aware of their higher state of being. They're starting to become aware that there's more than what we're told in the realm of a traditional mind state. People are waking up to new possibilities and new ideas. People are being more introspective and really questioning who they are and what their purpose is in this place and in this time, in this dimension. And I think going into the year 2020, we're going to see more of that. I feel like, just based on my experience and some research that I've done, that the years going forward, not just 2020, but going forward, we're going to continue to see this subtle increase in vibration and energy on the planet, where things of a lower vibratory state are going to begin to fall off and die away, because it's the old paradigm, it's the old existence for humanity. And we're going to start doing things in a new way, I feel like in a more positive way, and in a more high vibration manner. We can't experience or see progress on this planet without profound change. And the profound change that's needed is an absolute and immediate jump in our energy state. We need to exercise more compassion for our fellow man, and we need to be more mindful of what we do and say and what we manifest into reality. Because everything that we do affects someone else, whether we realize it or not. Just a simple saying hello to someone, to a stranger at a grocery store, and smiling at them is enough to change someone's entire day. I believe that going forward, we're going to see more of that. We're going to see more progress in the idea of free thinking, and we're going to see more progress in the expansion of compassion and love. I believe that selfishness is going to kind of start to, it's still always going to be there, I think, but we're going to see a definite shift in people's behaviors when it comes to sharing and giving of their time. But that's all kind of social ideology. That's to be seen. This is my hopes. And based on what's been happening thus far, I believe that that's the trend that we're going to continue going forward. I'm speaking it out. That's the reality I want to exist. At the very least, I'm putting it out there. Energetically, mentally, I'm putting it out there. But what is 2020 going to mean for you? What does the new year mean for you? Well, going back to the collective consciousness, one of the beautiful things about when the year changes every year, every New Year's, everybody as a whole, well, most people as a whole, believe, okay, it's the new year, it's time for a fresh start. They get this in their mind that it's an opportunity to start over, to do something different, to do something better, to make more positive choices. And people get built up in their minds that, people get it built up in their minds that now's the time for change. I can change now because the new year's coming. I'm allowed to change. It's appropriate for me to change now. Never realizing that each minute that you're alive and that you're breathing is an opportunity to make and establish profound change in your life. You don't have to wait for New Year's. If there's something you want to do differently or something you want to experience, you can start taking the steps towards making the right changes to have those experiences and to do things differently at any given moment. It starts up here. It's not once a year, it's not once a month, it's every second that you're alive. If you're breathing, you have an opportunity to do something different than you did the day before. You have every second that you're alive is a new opportunity to make a change on the planet, to give back. There's always an opportunity for change. There's always an opportunity for growth, as long as you're still breathing and you're here in this moment. But going into 2020, you can decide right now what kind of year you're going to have. You can start building it right this second. You are the only one that can decide what 2020 and the years thereafter are going to be like. It's entirely up to you. You are the sole creator of the reality that you experience But be mindful of the reality that you experience and that you create, because the actions that you're going to take to build the reality you want to experience are going to have an effect on the lives of all the other travelers that are alive right now in this time space continuum, in this third dimensional reality. The things that you do can have an effect on them, and make sure that the byproduct of the reality that you're going to manifest for yourself is a positive byproduct for the rest of humanity. Meaning, you're going to do something that's not only good for yourself, but will enrich the lives of others. There's another YouTuber that I follow that was mentioning this in one of his videos on 2020. He was talking about, his name's Aaron Doughty. Highly recommend him. Very educated, very enlightened individual, very smart, very inspiring. He has a wealth of wonderful information on his channel. I highly encourage that you check him out, look him up. But he was talking about going forward into the new year. He believes that that's part of the paradigm shift that's taking place right now on the planet, is we're going to see more people doing things for their fellow man. We're going to see people just more or less overall caring more. We're going to see people taking more bold steps to live their purpose, to live as their best version of themselves. We're going to see more people stepping out of the realm of traditional reality and traditional thinking, and truly stepping up to manifest the existence that they wish to experience. There's absolutely no reason that while we're doing all of this, that we can't work towards lifting up our fellow man, so we can make it easier for everyone else and for ourselves. "2020 can be anything that you want. 2020 is not decided yet." I don't encourage you to look into the future or look into the past. I encourage you to look into this moment right now. I encourage you to be where you are. Don't be lost on all the what ifs in the future, and don't keep your mind and your heart in the past. The future doesn't exist yet, and the past it's already behind us. It's already gone. Each second we're losing a minute. We're losing time. The only thing that you can do to shape and to determine your reality going forward without focusing on the past is nurturing your soul right now, taking care of yourself right now, taking care of your mind, and being mindful of your energy and your vibration right now. You see, the actions that we take in this exact moment in time, right now, determine, well, what's going to happen next. So if you want to have an excellent new year, an excellent life going forward in the years to come, start making positive choices in your life right now. Start taking bold steps to make radical change and to see all the manifestations that you want to see in life come into fruition. The time is right now. The time to make all that happen is right this second. We take baby steps, and you'll see progress. You can't do it all at once. You may want to, you may think you can, but if you try to do it all at once, you'll start living in a very, well, for most people, an uncomfortable mind state. You'll stress yourself out, and you'll be too focused on the future. And don't worry, that means you're too focused on the past if you're worrying, because you're thinking, well, everything's just kind of been shit before, it's going to be shit going forward. Well, it's not true, folks. Just take a minute and stop right now. And just breathe. What is happening right this minute that's preventing you from living the life that you want to? What's happening right this second? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No matter what situation you're in, folks, there's always something you can do to start shifting into a reality that you want to experience. I don't care if you're you're in prison, you're in jail for whatever reason. That doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you made some bad choices. Even confined to a jail cell, you can start up here. You can start changing the dynamics of how your mental state, your mind works, and how your body works. You can start going more introspective and communing with your soul and getting to know your higher self. There's always something you can do, no matter what situation you're in. You don't need anything. You can be broke and homeless on the street and start making changes, because it always starts up here. And no one can ever take away what's up here. No one can ever take away your drive or your determination. No one can take away your willingness to start working towards a more positive and productive future. I think something we really need to pay attention to and be mindful of, and I want to make a personal mention of this, is unity. One, there's power, there's strength in numbers. United we stand, divided we fall, that old saying. Think about that. United we stand, divided we fall. Any endeavor that you embark upon, if you start thinking up ways to cut it up into segments of groups of people, you're divided. You're not working as a collective mind. You're not working to your full potential. You see, when you're divided, when you are in a divided state of mind, when you're creating invisible barriers between you and those around you, be it by gender, by interest, be it by race or philosophy, any kind of division you allow to pop up and be between you and your fellow man is to some degree destructive. I'm not saying everyone has to agree, but that's the beauty of it, is we can all, with respect, share our experiences and come together, and based on that collection of shared experiences, we can compile that information and work towards building something beautiful and wonderful, and something that will work out for everyone, because a little piece of everyone will be in whatever it is you're coming together to create or to build. You have to stay united and you have to stay strong. We have to do away with the idea, the paradigm of division. Division's never a productive thing, and people will tell you it is. I mean, we grow up in school being divided into classes. We're divided into boys and girls, and we're divided by, weak and strong. How about the strong come together to help those who are weak? How about men and women learn to work together in equality for one another, regardless of their gender? How about we do away with all the stereotypes that come, and we can be strong regardless of our ideas that we have, regardless of what we've been told about, well, you're a girl so you can only do this, or you're a guy, or you're a man, you can only do this. Men aren't allowed to exercise emotion or compassion, and women aren't strong. That's just all garbage. Let's do away with separateness and division. Well, that's about all I've got for you today, folks. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel and share it with someone you think could get some benefit out of it. And just remember, this year going forward, it can be whatever you want it to be. You can create it starting now by changing this moment and by being more present in this moment right now. You're the only one that can decide what kind of new year and years to come that you experience. It's up to you to start making the necessary changes within so you can experience a new and wonderful reality without. Wherever you're at right now, I hope that things are going wonderful for you, and that life has taken you to a place where not only you need to be, but you want to be. I hope that you have much love in your heart, much peace in your mind, much balance in your soul. Till next time, my friends.